Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Jayden. In this video, we're going to talk about why the red pill is dangerous. I believe it's also a good philosophy, but I believe it's dangerous. And why you need to approach more women, okay? And so let's get into the video. So here's the thing. The red pill will say female nature is like this. Women are like this. Then you watch a lot of red pill, content. They bring girls on talk shows like Fresh and Fit or like the Whatever podcast, okay? Women are there. What kind of women are the women that come to these podcasts? OnlyFans girls, girls with, crazy porn careers, girls who live in the extreme edge of things in society, okay?
You expect men to pay,
Yeah.
yet you do sex work.
My issue is I don't give a I can do sex work and I can expect men to pay. I'm still a human being
wait,
and
why
I'm
does
allowed to
that
have
mean
preferences.
Well,
I'm
this
trying
is
to
so
find-
Sure.
degrading.
It's not degrading.
Why
it's
does it
just
Your
mean-
problem is that I do sex work and that's not degrading.
I didn't
you
I didn't say that.
clearly-
Wait, I just don't get it. Why do you say
I said that hold
oh,
on, just a point of clarification. I said that your problem is that you expect men to pay, yet you do sex work. What I'm trying to get at is you have a rather traditional stance on who should pay, yet you are quite non-traditional.
Okay, and my problem is that you expect girls to go halves on the first date and you're not even that attractive.
And so you're consuming this content. You're consuming some chick, saying that she hates men. You're consuming, women wanting to have all the privilege with no responsibility. It's entertaining, but what's dangerous is if you are a man who have little to no dating experience. You've dated one girl, maybe you've never slept with a girl, maybe you've approached like a couple of girls in your life, or you've gone out here and there. You don't have any live, real experience with women, and then you're sitting there, you're consuming all this content, you're consuming this content of people being in this round table, and they brought over all these bimbos, quite frankly. They brought over all these porn stars, they brought over all these OnlyFans girls, all these girls with, they can barely form sentences. It doesn't make any sense. Like what they're saying doesn't make any sense. And you look at that, and then you start to develop a hatred for women. You start to think that women are a certain way. Then you read about, the rational male. It talks about female nature. You see all these guys, all these, quote unquote personalities online. They'll say women are a certain way. This is how women are. And it's not really correct, okay? I've been going out now for 10 years. It's a decade. It's a fancy word, like a decade. It means 10 years. I've been going to bars, clubs. I've talked to over 20,000 women in person. Not in a fucking talk show, okay? A lot of women. I've dated women. I've had multiple girlfriends, beautiful girlfriends. I've been many places, seen a lot. Got to know this so quote unquote called female nature, right? And what I want to tell you is that it's so important that you yourself, the viewer watching this, that you actually go out and talk to live women, like flesh and blood. Like you have to go there and say hello and try to figure out women for yourself, because it's very, very different than it is on these talk shows, okay? What you will come to realize when you talk to women, okay? What approaching women really is this. It's two things at the same time. First of all, it's a skill that you can get better at. So, obviously, when you start approaching women, you're not funny, you're not charming, you don't know what to say, you don't know what to do, whatever, right? It is what it is. You're new, you don't have a lot of experience. Do you expect yourself to join a boxing gym and then start knocking out everybody as a beginner? Of course not. You know that you need instruction from the coach, you need time to learn, you need time to build your physique, you need time to train. Same thing with women. You need time to develop charisma, charm, confidence, etc. Okay? That's one part of approaching women, okay? One part. Okay, but in this video, I want to talk about the second part. The second part of approaching women is that women are so different from each other, okay? And what makes them different from each other, okay, which the red pill is not really acknowledging, is their mentality. Their mentality. They will say women are like this. This is the way women are, and it's not true, okay? Women are so different from each other, not just in looks, but in their mentality. If you go out and you talk to 10 women in a day, you just leave your house, you go on the street, you go to the park, you go to the bar, you go to the mall, and you talk to 10 different women, okay? What you will realize, what makes these women different from each other is their mentality, okay? One woman, okay, maybe you run into a woman that's religious, has traditional values, don't want to have sex before marriage, she's looking for a husband. That's her mentality. Maybe you meet a woman, she just wants to fuck tonight. That's her mentality. Okay, and she likes casual sex. She's not interested in anything serious, okay? And she's the type of woman, I met some women, you know what they told me? They said, I like to have one night stands, I like to fuck a guy and then never call him again. I just want to hook up with new guys once and never see them again. That's her mentality, okay? There are other girls that they don't really like one night stands, but they like casual sex and they like to have a friends with benefits type relationship where they want to see the same guy each and every single week. There are some women that are addicted to attention, okay? There's some women I met, they don't even have sex with anybody. They just want the attention. As soon as they got your attention, you're done. They move on to the next guy. They just collect attention. They don't even want to have sex. There are other women who want attention from men and they're addicted to sex as well. There are other, nymphomaniacs, right? There's some women, I used to know this one girl, she fucked everybody in my building, everybody on my street, everywhere. She was just addicted to, just hook it. She didn't care. Just a guy, oh, okay, cool, come to my room, let's go. She didn't give a fuck. There are some women, okay, look how many categories I've already explained to you. There's some women, they never hook up with a guy they don't know. They never hook up with a stranger. So they'll meet guys only at work or at school or through friends. They never want to meet a rando. Never. So if you're a rando, there's nothing you can do. They just don't want it. They want familiarity. For them, in their mentality, familiarity is the top priority. Okay? There's some women that their mentality, okay, look how many categories of their mentality is they never want to sleep with anybody they know. They only want to sleep with strangers. And what is the saying? Don't piss where you eat, right? So their mentality is, hey, all these guys around me in school, work, etc. I don't want to have anything to do with that because I go to school every day. I go to work every day. I don't want to deal with that. I want to deal with randos that I don't know. There are some women that I know. It's ridiculous. This category is ridiculous. There's some women I know that they love to have long distance boyfriends. Like they never want to have a boyfriend that exists in their city or immediate surrounding. They want to have the football player in New York. They want to have, like, they live in Europe, but they want to have the football player in New York. They want to have a guy that's far out there somewhere. And within this category, there's two different types of women. There's a type of woman that they have that guy far off in the distance and they're loyal as fuck. And there's the type of woman, in this category, that has that type of boyfriend far off, and she's, doing whatever she wants right now. Now, what other categories are there of women? There are women, for example, that they only want to have open relationships, even when they have kids. Okay, the polyamorous couples, okay, they want to have open relationships only when even when they have kids, like all their life until they die. There are some women, they want to have monogamous relationships, only be with one guy all their life until they die. Okay, there are some women who are religious in the Muslim religion that are open to having that their husband has 2 or 3 other wives, because in the Muslim religion you can have 4 wives. There's some women in the Muslim religion that are not open to that, where even if the religion allows up to 4 wives, they will say, no, I want to be your only wife. There are women who never want to be wives. Makes sense, right? And so around sex, around relationships, around just women, there's so many different categories out there. And I don't think at this point in my life I try to have a very stoic mindset where I don't think anything is good, I don't think anything is bad, I just think things are the way they are, right? And so the main point that I want to make in this video today, and why you need to approach more women, is you have your own mentality, right? Just like I do. You have your own set of beliefs, your own, like you, the viewer, you have your own way of wanting to have a relationship. You have your own way, like maybe you don't want a kids. Maybe you want to have 100 kids. I don't know. Like you have your own mentality around relationships, around marriage. For example, I never want to get married. I don't want to involve the state or the government. I think it's ridiculous. Maybe you want to get married, okay? I want to have a wife even though I don't want to get married. I want to spend the rest of my life with one girl, okay? But now I'm just having fun, right? But ultimately, that's my goal, right? Maybe that's not your goal, okay? So each and every single man is different. And what approaching is really all about, okay, aside from getting better at it, what it's really all about is finding the women where you have a compatible mentality, okay? Think about it, even for a one-night stand. Let's say there's some nights where I'm like, I just want to fuck tonight. And then I find a woman who just wants to fuck, okay? It's not just that we're attracted to each other. We have the same mentality for the moment. Let's say that I want something serious. I want to have a wife. You want something serious. You want to have a wife. You don't want to have anything casual. Well, what approaching is all about is putting yourself in different situations, and then you find to find that woman. And then when you go, hey, I'm looking for something serious, I don't just want to have fun, she goes, well, me too. And you're like, I would like to have 2 kids. And she goes, yeah, well, me too. I would like to live in this country. She goes, me too. And you see what I mean? Your mentality and her mentality matches. This is why it's so important to get out of your house. Get away from watching all this garbage online about, porn star girls saying what they want and doing this and doing that. It doesn't matter. Go outside. Go to the beach. Go to the mall. Go to events. Go to clubs. Go to bars. Meet women and figure out what type of mentality figure out what type of mentality they have. And if you like their mentality, you continue. If you don't like their mentality, you stop. It's as simple as that. That's all I had to say in this video. If you like this video, like the goddamn video. Okay, hit the thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe, and I see y'all, my brothers, in that next video. Peace.